with our introductions now as we...
Okay, we'll do it live.
Here we go. Let's hope this works. Get ready for a game show. Tonight's guests. No one's prepared for the special conquistador. It's Ryan.
Hello.
Can you see their victory in sight? They can't. It's Taiga. And the voice of a generation almost too old for rap battles. It's Jaden.
Hi, I'm the only white person here. What's going on?
And your host, me. I've been here for a while. Welcome to another game show. The only game show that's almost always about rap battles. Almost. I'm joined today by these three lovely contestants.
Don't lie.
Okay. My bad, gang.
We're freaking a-holes. We suck.
So, do you all understand how this game works?
No.
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 That's right. Our players have no idea what game they're about to play. The only way to win is by learning. The only way to learn is by playing. And the only way to begin is by beginning. I've always wanted to say that. Yes.
Dude,
Oh,
Oh my god, you're a virgin.
Dude, I'm pumping my fist in the air right now. All right. So, without further ado, let's begin. Ryan,
Hello.
how many Scott the Woz battles can you name?
Dude, I made one, bro. Okay.
Give me a number.
All
Just
right.
give me a number off the top of your head right now. Go.
5 maybe?
Alright. Let's hear those 5. Go ahead.
Alright, Scott the Was versus John Tron by Fire Marker. Scott the Was versus Nitrorad by me. Scott the Was versus Scott Pilgrim by Discord Rap Battles. Scott the Was versus Tomoko, whatever her name was from that one anime by MGRB.
Okay.
And Scott the Was versus Rivers Cuomo by the Lego fan person.
Alright, that's correct. That's 5. Good job. You completed the prompt. Now let's go over to the bingo board.
Whoa, what is this?
So,
Ryan.
Yeah, Ryan, you forgot one very
My
obvious one in that
My
one.
bad. My bad.
Wow. You heard it here first, folks.
alright, Ryan. So, here you can see a bunch of numbers on this bingo board. You just said 5 and you completed. So, what number 5 would you like to tick off on here?
I would like to tick off the one on the middle row, second from the left.
Second from the left. So, this guy right here.
Yes.
Alright, we'll give you this. We'll say orange. How about that?
Okay.
That feel appropriate? Let's
Sure.
get game changer theme out of here. We're done with that for now. Alright, Taiga, same
Sorry.
question to you. How many Yuri battles do you think you can name?
Wish I had this question, man. Actually, no, never mind. Never mind.
Are we talking exclusively Yuri?
Yes. Yeah. Needs to be title matchup,
Okay.
let's say.
Ex-
Or like
exclusively?
well, other
Probably
characters
5
can
as well.
show up. Other characters can show up, but we're looking for like a focus on Yuri here.
Okay, then probably 5 as well.
Yuri's in the title, yeah.
Sure, okay, let's say 5. Alright, go ahead.
Okay, we have Yuri versus Mikon by yourself.
Correct.
We have Yuri versus Squidward Suicide by myself. We have Yuri versus Toko by Dustin. We have Yuri versus Yuri by, I believe their name was Beluga or something along those lines. And we have, I fucking do not remember her name, but it's Yuri versus that one School Days bitch. By
Well, I'm gonna need the other person here, so maybe go for something else.
Okay.
I'll give you.
Go
I'll,
for something else. You got any quit
I'm trying to think
vibrating
of
over
like
there?
one myself. I'm trying to think of one myself. Hold on.
5.
I know one.
4.
Oh, I know one. Sorry.
2. 1.
Yeah.
Oh. Okay.
Oh.
All right. I didn't think we'd have to. You know what? Let's introduce the gimmick right now. Do either of you, the other two players, think they could do not? All right. Do either one of you players want to jump in? You can claim any number you like, but the only twist is you cannot name any that
Have already been
Taiga
mentioned?
just mentioned. So that is Yuri versus Toko,
Right.
Yuri versus Mikon, Yuri versus Yuri, and Yuri versus Squidward.
So I gotta say a number, and then I gotta match up with Yuri battles that haven't been named yet. Is that what
Yes,
you're saying?
correct.
Oh, I think I can do that.
All right, what's the number?
Good question.
I hate myself. I just thought of another one.
We'll take you to the bingo board back so you can see what your options are.
Oh, so the minimum is 4 then. Yikes, dude.
There's a lot. There's a good amount in existence.
Is there a time limit to like my answers?
Kind of. As in, like,
Or
I would
is it
like
like
you
a
to
close-
answer.
so
I'll start
in the
counting down.
power?
When I
As
feel
a-
like you're taking too long.
Okay.
Do either of you? Nah, same offer goes to you, Jen. You can also jump in if you think you have something.
I think I can do 4.
Okay.
Okay. Jen, do you think you could do 5?
I can do 4.
Okay. Ryan did claim that first. So we'll say Ryan, go ahead.
All right. So there's Yuri versus Kotonoha Katsura by that person.
Okay.
There
If that works,
is Yuri versus Blake
Oh.
by MGRB. There is Yuri versus Ayano, aka Yandere-chan, by
You don't need to buy. I don't need to know who
Mr.
it's by for this.
Right, yeah. And then one more Yuri battle.
Mm.
Da, 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 da.
5, 4,
Shit. Oh, shit.
3,
Oh god.
2,
Who else has done Yuri?
1.
Who else? Alright,
Time's up.
dude,
Wow.
I'm done. I'm good.
Yeah, bitch, it's not so easy, huh?
Didn't expect that. Okay. Interesting. Very interesting.
It's because it's the
Um,
pressure of there being one more left, and you start counting.
That's fair.
Yeah,
That
cracked.
probably doesn't help.
Because literally, the second you got done counting, I thought of 3 more.
Hey, just think of a couple seconds earlier. Not my problem.
I know 2 more.
Well, it's sadly not an option on the bingo board, but
Ah.
and Ryan, because you couldn't back up your counter offer, I'm gonna have to take away your previous bingo score.
Excuse me?
So
Dude.
if you want
Dude, this is unfair.
if you want to
Yeah.
throw in an offer after someone fails and you cannot back it up, you are going to lose a bingo square. All
I
right.
was like, can I
Oh.
name the one that I thought immediately
Go for it.
after you got done counting?
Yeah, sure. What were the
Yuri
ones-
versus Natsuki by Strawberry Sonic.
Yeah, that was one
I
that I
was
thought
going
of.
to say that.
The other one was kind of obvious that none of you got, which was freaking Yuri versus JD by Vinny.
Can we just count this as
I'm
as like a
not gonna
practice
lie.
round and then
I
move
we
on to
have
the actual game
we
show?
have plenty of rounds, Ryan. You
It's like,
Okay.
gamer, you had to pick the one DDLC character I care about the least.
that's not my fault. This is you're putting your
It is your fault. You wrote the questions.
You're putting your anger on the wrong man, I think.
Damn.
Don't hate the player, just hate the game.
I wasn't putting the anger on you. I was saying, man, it sucks. You picked the one character I don't care about.
Okay. Well, I don't know what to tell you.
All right. Moving on then.
Ryan lost one round and his entire life was over. It's like, man, I don't know. I don't know if I can keep going.
Jin,
can't take
how many
any more
Mettaton battles do you think you can name?
Oh, come on. Come on.
I think I can name 5.
Does anyone think they can do better?
Like,
Well, it would obviously depend on.
Now this
If
isn't.
Jaden-
This doesn't affect your. So you can wager right now to go 6, and I'll let you go 6. And if you fail, there's no penalty. The penalty only happens after someone fails. So right now you
Well,
can.
I feel like Jaden should say theirs first. Like say their answers first, considering that's what happened with mine.
Yeah.
No, you can wager
You make the counter offer
immediately if
after.
you can think of more. Right now, if you can think of more than Jaden's probably thinking of right now, which is 5. So if you can think of 6 or more, you can immediately wager. But it doesn't sound like any of you are going to go for that. So, Jaden, go ahead.
Mettaton versus Rob by Mancha.
Correct.
Mettaton versus Trivia Murder Party by me.
Correct.
Mettaton Neo versus Beam Attack by Fawful.
I'll allow that.
Frickin' Mettaton versus Nano by MGRB, and Mettaton versus Veldy. No, not Veldy.
Ooh.
Mettaton versus frickin'
What's the name?
It begins with a V. Veldy. It's Veldy.
It's not.
It's frickin' Veldy.
It's not Veldy.
It's frickin' Veldy.
It is not Veldy.
No.
It's not.
What?
I'll
Oh
give you-
god.
I'll give you 10 seconds. I'll do a 10-second mental countdown for you to either come up with a different one or remember what the character's name is.
Mettaton versus Veldy. It's Veldy.
It is not Veldy. We're saying it's not Veldy. It's not Veldy.
Venti.
No,
Venti.
Veldy.
It is Venti.
Ooh, there we go.
Venti.
Congratulations. That was
There
close.
we
You
go.
almost completely wiped that.
God.
So I noticed that this first round has been
Dude.
characters we've all used.
Yeah.
I guess.
Yeah, it has been.
Yeah, yes. What the fuck you mean? I guess it's just a fact.
This
I
is the
guess?
game show.
I don't know,
It
man.
doesn't get much simpler than this. All right, Jane, what square would you like ticked off?
Let's go for the top middle. So the one right above the 10.
So, yes, this right here. All right, what? Let's pick. You're going purple. I feel.
Purple.
Woo!
Whoa!
What happened to my
What?
What happened to your
What
points,
happened to
dude?
my
How about
points, dude?
fucking failing, kid? Maybe next time,
I
don't
didn't
make
know.
wagers you can't
You didn't
back
let me
up.
know. You didn't let. I didn't know.
The house always
didn't
wins,
know.
dumbass. It's the oldest saying in the book. All right. Let's get back to it.
I voiced enough. I mean, I voiced in almost all of those, so I don't know.
That also.
I just feel ashamed of myself.
Yeah, that probably helped.
All right, Ryan, you can make the first offer, but as I've noted, someone else can jump in here.
Oh shit.
How many fighting game battles can you name with a specification,
I'm fucked.
not counting Smash? So stuff like Street Fighter, Mortal Kombat, Tekken.
At least 6.
Okay. Anyone think that you can jump in?
Nah, I'm
Yeah, I heard
good.
Tyga gave a
Yes.
pretty emphatic no before we even started, but all right,
I'm good.
let's hear it, Ryan.
Alright, so you got Aya versus Kazuya by yours truly. You've got Ryu versus Jin by Stofarex.
Correct.
You've got. Can I say this? I don't know if I can say this.
You can say
Sure, why not?
whatever you want.
Johnny Cage versus Johnny Sins by Danny. You've got Mortal Kombat versus Street Fighter by VGRB. And you've got Shang Tsung versus the Mandarin.
That's
Dude, I
five, I
listed
think.
so many bad.
So that's one more.
And then there's one more. And then there is Cammy White versus Sonya by BLO.
All right, that's correct. That's a 6. Good job. All right, let's go to the board. What would you like to go for?
Top row, second to the right. Second from the right, I meant.
So this guy right here.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm back.
Does it really matter, like, the placement of these numbers?
What's up?
Does the placement of the numbers matter?
I placed them so that there isn't like one easy path to win, pretty much. I tried to place them so that there's no one easy path to win. It just, you pick the numbers however you want. As you can see, this is a bingo board, so you know what you're going for.
Oh, it's a bingo board. Okay.
Yes. Okay. Taiga, we are up with you. How many Spamton battles do you think you can name?
Fucking Spamton.
There's been a lot recently. I especially this year.
There's been a lot recently. I could say 5.
5. All right. Anyone think they can do better?
I can do 6.
I could do
Fuck.
6. Well, okay. Ryan went.
Damn it!
Ryan went first. No, Ryan went first. Okay.
I shot myself in the foot. Oh.
Now here's the thing. Either of you, Taiga or Jane, can counter with 7 if you think you have it.
Oh, I see what it is now. Okay, let me go through my head. I could probably name 7.
You think you can name 7?
Yeah.
Anyone think they can go for 8? This is a bold play.
Do unlisted battles count?
Anything that anything
Yeah,
that you
if it's an uploaded battle.
anything with
currently
proof
get
of
to.
existence, yeah.
It doesn't technically exist anymore, but I know it existed at one point because I made it.
Yeah, for sure.
So that counts.
If it's a battle that you can still access through a link, I feel like it should count.
All right.
I feel like
I'll say 5, 4,
I think I could do
I-
7 actually. Oh.
Well,
Oh, wait,
didn't
no, I already
didn't
did
Taiga say 7?
Yeah, Taiga said 7. So that's the
Yeah.
highest.
Oh,
You gotta
never
go
mind.
higher than 7.
I gotta go higher than 7, dude.
Higher
Bro,
than
I can
7?
do higher than 7. I can do 8.
Oh, okay.
Oh, fuck.
I like the boldness. Because this has no. You can go for it if you want, but if you,
I will try for
You
it.
could be throwing the prompt here, yeah. All right.
Oh.
Anyone think they want to challenge that?
I
I just don't care anymore.
All right.
genuinely I don't
hear it. I hear you really want to. You don't have to.
I so badly want to, but the thing stopping me is I genuinely don't think there is more than 8.
All right.
I don't think there's more than 8.
I don't think there's 8 period,
I
but
have a list here.
Yeah, I don't think there's 8.
I have a list here of how many. All right, go ahead, Ryan. This is yours to go. 8.
Okay. Spamton versus Ina by Rosenthal. Spamton versus Vince Offer by Jaden. Spamton versus Roy by Gaming Plus 64.
Correct.
Spamton versus Vanny by Gaming Plus 64.
Correct.
Spamton versus Wario by Alchemy King.
Correct.
Spamton versus Solomon by Track.
2 more.
Spamton versus Marks by Fac Rap Battles?
1 more.
Question mark? Spamton versus... Oh, fuck. That was the Uberosity. Cabinet Man. That's the one.
That's correct. That's 8.
Yeah.
Wow.
what the fuck is wrong with me? I was writing down so many, and some of the ones that I was part of didn't come to my mind.
So the only
There's like
things...
12.
Yeah, I see a couple more. I have a couple more on my personal list of like Saul Goodman, Kane, Phone guy
Oh,
I did
yeah.
have as a possible option here.
Yeah,
I would
like
have allowed
let
it.
me run through. While I was thinking, I was writing down in the notepad all the names that I could think of: Vanny, Roy, Red, Saul, Phone Guy,
Oh,
Vince,
we're allowed to
Cabinet Man,
write this
and
shit
Kane.
down?
I mean,
You-
I
you
don't
can-
see why not.
You can write shit down as you're like doing it, but yeah. Actually, yeah, you can probably write shit down. I don't mind.
Yeah, I was sitting here just like
Give me
marking.
a goddamn second.
But yeah, I came up with 8 because Kane was the last one I came up with. But then freaking Anna, Wario, those are both ones that I was in, and my mind just forgot about them. I could have so easily done 9. That would have been so easy. I am upset.
I forgot about the
I am
pump ups. I'll be
upset.
straightforward.
I remembered
I
the
think
top
these are
ups
not
one
Ryan.
before
Okay.
fucking Anna. What is wrong with me? What?
Also, I'm very confused on what correlation Spamton has with me.
Because you have a
'Cause I
cosplay?
feel like these. I don't even really.
Oh, I mean, I knew you had photos of one.
Freaking Solomon, I voiced in that one.
That was an edit.
The 2 I voiced
Oh.
in. I forgot about.
I don't have a full-on cosplay
For
of
all
him.
those times you played Spamton, this is now your moment.
Dude, all right. It might be Ryan's big day.
All right.
Holy shit.
All right, Ryan, which one would you like to tick off?
Well, it's the bingo, right? So,
Correct.
the one below 6, the one
So,
the one below
I'm
the
highlighting right now.
Yeah.
All right, Ryan, pulling ahead.
I'm so fucking mad. I'm so upset.
All right.
Sharpen my pencil.
Well,
let
Jane,
me show
first
you.
offer goes to you. This is your chance to run it back, as we say in the industry.
All right.
How many ATA art battles can you name? So battles with ATA's art.
Oh God.
Um,
All right, I'm
I
gonna
can
need
think
a,
of-
I'm gonna need
I
a
can
first
think of-
offer.
I can think of 4 right now.
4 is the minimum. Anybody think they can go 5?
Hmm. Yes.
my bad, sorry.
Probably can.
All right, going for 5. Anyone want to go for 6?
I'm good.
God. Oh.
Jesus
I don't-
Christ.
Hard for me
I don't-
because I've gotten data for like 3 battles like that she's drawn for, and none of them are out. It's crazy. Oh,
I'm trying to go through my
Oh.
head real quick.
God.
I'm not gonna give you that much time. All right, so 5 is the count. All right, 5.
Wait.
4,
No, that one's not out yet.
3,
It's been announced. Wait, it's
Yeah,
been
okay, yeah.
announced.
Yeah, I
Does
got
it
it.
count?
I got it.
1.
Wait, hang on, gamer. It's been announced. Does it count?
I'm
If
gonna
a
say
battle
no.
has been announced but not out, okay. Yeah, I got nothing then.
All right, 5 is the offer. Let's go, Tyga.
Okay, Spamton versus Ina. Cemetery Mary versus Preston's Hourglass. Baldy versus Bob. Batman versus Ban Ban. And it was literally the triangle B that we just said. Spamton versus not what the fuck am I talking about? Not Spamton. It was Mettaton versus my brain's fucking Kirby character. Awful. Why do you have to be a bitch and use Kirby characters?
5,
it's a very specific kind
4.
of Kirby character as well.
3, 2.
I'm actually gonna shoot myself tonight. Oh, wait. Steve versus Big Duck.
Oh.
Okay,
Just
good
remember that.
save. Good last second save. I'll count that.
Oh,
Alright.
okay.
Where on the board would you like that ticked?
Uh,
I'm gonna give you a lighter.
You know what?
purple.
far left.
So
Top.
this one here.
At the top.
All
Yeah, which
right.
way's
Oh,
left?
that's easy. Oh shit. If you're aiming for that kind of bingo.
Isn't that far right?
Actually, no.
Oh,
Wait,
fuck.
hold on.
I literally just said, yeah. Yeah, I was like, gamer,
have
which way's
trouble-
left? I literally just said that.
I have trouble telling my left from my right. I am so sorry.
That's okay.
Damn.
It happens. See, the thing that's difficult about that column is that it sets up for steals very easily because there's a lot of 4
That's what I was
5s.
thinking, right?
Someone
Because
can
like, if
definitely not to play
Counter offer
strategy,
with a
not
higher
to
offer.
talk too much strat, but if you want to jump in with a low number, the odds are someone can probably outdo you.
yeah,
Yeah,
that's
but,
true.
like,
That's true. Yeah, that's what I thought.
I could only think of 4.
All right.
What was that fucking Kirby character that my brain
Beam
couldn't
attack.
think of? Beam attack.
Because it's from
yeah.
a specific thing, but it's Waddle Dee. But like, it's beam attack is what the
Alright.
thing.
I
is.
also had Croven versus Cousin Eddie by.
Oh, that would have been a good one. Because my mind was thinking
Fucking
of
what?
my mind was thinking of Croven versus Penguin, but that battle's not out yet. It's just been
Yeah,
announced.
no, yeah. And then there was also Twyla
Oh wait, fucking
versus
Reginald versus
Connor by
Sykes.
you.
Twilight versus Connor? No, that wasn't ATA art.
Really? I
No,
thought it
that was Mega. That was Mega.
That was Mega, right? Okay.
But what the
never mind.
first one I had in my mind was fucking Reginald versus Sykes.
Yeah, fair enough. fair
Yeah,
enough.
I just remember that one.
Okay. Okay.
All right. Going. All right. Back to Ryan. He gets first offer here.
Huh?
How many Polybius battles can you name?
Bro, I have a nerf
Oh.
with this. What the
Yeah.
hell?
I can name 6.
Okay.
I'm not even going to attempt. This is
Jin, you wanna hop in or no?
What was the what did Ryan say? 6?
So you gotta go 7 at least.
Nah. It's too many.
All right, Ryan, go ahead.
Okay. Polybius versus Geometry Dash by me.
Mm-hmm.
Polybius versus Polybius by Forful.
Correct.
Polybius versus Super Hot by Dilly.
Correct.
Polybius versus Virtual Boy by Discord Rap Battles.
Mm-hmm.
Polybius versus dude, I'm cracking. Hold on. Polybius versus No, hold on.
5.
Hold on. No.
4.
No, stop it.
3.
Oh,
2. 1.
Philip. Shit. Damn it. Ah.
That's a throw. Anyone want to jump in?
That's a throw. That's
So
a throw.
what's the thing about jumping in?
So you can jump in with any number you want, as you know, if it's on the bingo board. The only catch is you cannot say what Brian has already said, which is Polybius versus Geometry Dash, Polybius versus
Super Hot, Virtual Boy, and other Polybius.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
I'm pretty sure there was only one more, so I'm not doing it.
Sorry,
I would say
there's
there's more than just one, but there's not enough for. There's not 5 other ones to my knowledge.
You can
Yeah,
go
no.
4.
Oh, I forgot the other big one.
Well, too
Doesn't
late now.
matter.
No, you're out, man.
Well, I know that.
Yeah.
Wait, does
So
that
we
wait,
can go-
wait, hold on. If I throw around that I've been like offered first, does that mean I get a point taken off my bingo?
No.
Okay,
No.
cool. That's good to know.
Yeah, I'm not.
Well, it's like-
I mean, it also doesn't
not-
mean you go anywhere.
I know that. Like, I know I lost, but like, I just wanted to know if I lose like something as a
There's
result.
no punishment for if you lose. No.
Okay, that's good. That's good though. That's good.
Okay. Interesting. Interesting to hear that that's going to be your strategy moving forward.
Gamer?
What?
Oh god,
Gamer,
Gamer's
sorry.
you're shitting. You're
Yeah.
shitting.
I just had a lag moment. Interesting to hear that's
No
your
worries.
strategy moving forward is to start throwing.
What was Ryan's again? The 4 that he said.
Geometry Dash, Super Hot, Virtual Boy, Polybius.
Hmm.
I I don't think either of you
Wa-
want to jump in, unless you do.
No.
No.
I'm not jumping
fair
in.
enough. Fair enough. All right.
No,
Moving on. This
because I can only think of two more, and that being Evil Otto and Wario apparition.
Yeah, those are the two.
I thought of in my mind I was like Polybius vs. Petscop has definitely been done before. I just forgot by who.
Has it?
Wasn't
I
it?
think
Isn't
it
the thing that
has.
you just need to name the battle?
Well, I mean,
or
you
just
could
name
you
who does
could
it?
have you could just say the battle.
Really?
Yeah.
I thought I had to
Yeah.
like name the
Yeah.
players.
No.
No.
It just needs to be a
Sorry.
real battle.
Dude, this is so easy. I'm so ready, man. Give me any question.
You're a little late, but welcome to the game.
Welcome. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you for joining us. All right. Moving on.
Yeah.
This is Taiga. How many DHMIS battles can you name involving any character, just as long as the battle, the title matchup is a DHMIS character. So, starting with you, Taiga.
I could probably do 7.
Oh
Ooh.
fuck.
Gee, dude. Okay.
7?
So someone's got to counter with 8.
Counter with 8? I know one that's in production, but that doesn't count.
So with any character from the franchise, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
And it has to be title matchups, right?
has to be title matchups.
Remembering. Okay, so that one knocks that one out of the equation.
All right.
Oh,
I'm gonna
God.
say if no one offers it, we're giving it to Taiga.
Yeah,
Alright,
sure.
Go
Why
ahead,
not?
Taiga. Oh,
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, no, I'm
this is-
not I'm not ballsy.
let's go. Let's hear 7.
Okay, we have Don't Hug Me, I'm Scared versus DDLC. We have Roy versus Spamton. We have Roy versus Ryota. We have Red Guy versus Truman Burbank. We have Candle Co versus Don't Hug Me, I'm Scared. We have Don't Hug Me, I'm Scared versus Salad Fingers. And I'm trying to think off the top of my head because I do. Oh shit! I dropped myself. How many did I just say?
6. You got one more.
6.
Okay, so I said DDLC, Spamton, Ryota, Truman. What were the other two I said?
Counter Cove
Cove.
and it was Counter Cove
DDLC,
and
did you
it
say?
was Salad Fingers.
Salad Fingers.
Salad Fingers, yeah, by Patrick. So
One more.
Trying to think.
You might have overplayed your hand.
No. Five Nights at Freddy's versus Don't Hug Me, I'm Scared
That's
by
correct.
Mr. Vladimir P.
All right, congratulations.
Oh.
Good shit. Good shit.
Where would you like to go on the
Okay.
board? I mean, I have
Right
an
below
idea,
my
but-
name.
Yep. Right below your name. Okay. Not where I thought you were going.
I have an idea.
Okay, I'm interested. I like ideas.
Okay. Okay. All right.
Okay. All right.
Interesting strategies forming on the board so far. Sorry. Let me
I can't. I have no read on Tiger now. I don't know. I do not know what they're pulling off.
All right. Next, I think this goes to James.
Me.
You get
I
it first.
think, Yeah.
Yeah.
How many CMRB battles can you name? Just off the top of your head.
Specific creator. Okay. Probably 5.
5. All right. Anyone want to wager with 6?
Okay. This is a very. This could easily be a trick question. By CMRB, do you mean any battle underneath the CMRB channel or any battle branded as a CMRB and not in Epic Rap Battles of Cartoons or Epic Cartoon Made Rap Battles?
I'm glad you're asking me these questions. I'll say for the purposes of this, let's say anything branded under the CMRB series.
So not epic cartoon made rap battles then.
Yeah.
So
Okay, so that
supposed to be
heavily
branded.
cuts it.
Okay, all right.
So
I can name-
5's the main offer right now.
I can name 7.
7. All right, decent jump forward.
Ooh.
Anyone want to challenge that?
I'm going. I'm trying to think. I could. Motherfucker.
Ow.
So what was the rule that was just instated?
I'm trying to think if it should be just anything under the CMRB channel, or if it's anything under the CMRB title, including the bonuses, we'll say.
If I've made an offer, can I not retract it and make
No,
a higher offer?
You're locked in.
Okay, I'm locked.
All right. If there's no
I can
one
go with
else,
7.
I can do 8.
Okay.
So,
any other offers?
Can I go higher than that? Oh, I can't do that.
You
No.
can go 10. 10's your only option, I think.
I say, yeah, you can go higher.
But you
Is
gotta
there
be willing
10?
to hit 10. Include. I am looking at it now. There are, but it is. I don't think it'll be easy.
I think
There are 14.
I can do 10. I think I can do 10.
13. Sorry. Okay, 10.
The fuck?
This is a ballsy
I mean-
play, Ryan.
I can
It is
only do
very
4 in
ballsy.
my head.
All right, let's hear it.
Me?
Yes, you said I think I can do 10.
Okay.
Actually, wait, no, you were the last
alright.
offer, right? With 7. Wait, no. Oh wait, yeah, no,
no.
because Jane counted with
No,
8, and then you
I-
went to 10. All right, go ahead. So you're at
I
10.
I
counted
say,
with 10.
Jay managed to count with 8
Alright.
before I could.
All right, go 10. Here we go.
All right. Bugs Bunny versus Woody Woodpecker.
Correct.
Ruby versus OKKO.
Correct.
Tintin versus Shaggy and Scooby Doo.
Correct.
Frollo versus Gaston.
Correct.
SpongeBob versus Gumball.
Correct.
Top Cat versus Garfield.
Correct.
Shrek versus the Grinch.
Correct.
Pink Panther versus Snagglepuss.
Correct.
Harvey Birdman versus Harvey Beaks.
One more.
And Saitama versus Caillou.
That's
Fucking, I'm
10.
so good at this game. I'm so good at this game.
I am
Yeah.
upset.
Yeah, I had Top Cat, Shaggy, Cartman, Frollo, Shrek, Panther, Zim, Birdman, Ruby, Sponge.
Wow.
So would-
Zim,
Would Lapis versus Flame Princess not count then?
Probably
no,
not.
Okay, because that one was before that. Okay, I see.
this is post reboot.
Gotcha.
I was say, it's like, I know, gamer. He likes
not-
to get into to play with people's minds with these types of games.
Did you not even
And
name?
I am
did-
willing to see through all the bullshit and the loopholes that he could be throwing, so that the branding of specifically CMRB. I feel like there's going to be more stuff like this that he's done intentionally.
For someone built like a twig, you
watching.
are really full of theories.
At least I'm
Is
not
there
built like a
drill
honey
going
bun.
on? What's
Yeah.
okay?
Did you not even say
it's
Freddy
actually-
versus
oh.
Cartman? Did you go the entire
No,
time without
he,
saying Freddy
yeah,
versus
he
Cartman?
didn't even need to get to Freddy vs. Cartman.
Damn. Damn.
All right.
Would Freddy vs. Cartman even count? Because it isn't branded as.
Yeah,
Oh, it is.
it's under CMRB.
It is.
It is, yeah, yeah.
Well,
but
it
it's
just
not
says
the
it just
same
says rap
CMRB.
battle, but like yeah.
That makes sense. Yeah.
All right. Good job, dear. You've done it again. All right. I think this offer goes to Ryan also, so we're back at it with you.
Give me 1 second.
Okay. How's everyone feeling about the game so far?
I suck.
This is
I'm watching
you're not currently doing great. You're not currently doing great, but I think you can bounce
I mean,
back.
I would have been able to, but freaking Ryan is like, I can do 10.
Sorry, my dinner came in. All right, what's up?
All right, so
Nothing,
we're back
I'm
to
just
you.
upset at you.
You get first. You get first offer at this.
What's the thing?
Well,
the
I'm about to
question?
reveal it. Stay patient. You're doing great, dear. Don't worry about it.
Thanks, honey.
Yeah, you're welcome. All right. How many Pokemon character battles can you name? So none of the so not counting any Pokemon, strictly the characters from the Pokemon franchise.
I can name 8.
Okay, yet again. Actually, no, I won't.
Wait, so Pokemon characters. So not Pokemon like
Not the Pokemon themselves. Like, you can use Ash, but you can't use Pikachu.
Okay. Okay, I see.
I've made quite a lot of like Pokemon trainer battles, so this should help me a bit.
So what was your offer?
8.
8. Wow. Hi. Anybody else? Well, I mean, 10's the only other option, and 10's a ballsy move for anyone else on the
10,
board.
10 is
Yeah, I've got
a
8.
lot.
I've got 8. I've got 8.
Oh God! And if I try to jump in, that loses me if I can't get it.
Yeah.
Well, no, it doesn't punish you. It only
It doesn't
punishes,
punish me?
So you only get punished if once after someone fails, you then go in for an offer.
Okay, I see.
Yeah. All right. So 8 is the offer that we're going with.
Yeah.
Wow, you're.
Because there is like.
If there is no punishment, then
there's a couple loopholes that I see through this.
If there isn't a punishment, I could take it just to make sure Ryan doesn't get another point.
Well, I mean,
Here's
the punishment would be
the thing is you can name as many as you want, but then if there's enough left over for Ryan to then try to steal it, that's big for him.
Yeah.
That is pretty big. Yeah.
So the idea is that you only go for it if you can back it up enough to sabotage Ryan. But if you can't,
back it up with a sauce.
Then you're not really doing anything but kind of like you're just meaning that he can't.
I can think of enough characters that have been used, but I can't think of enough actual matchups, and because I can't remember the opposite characters. And between that and like all the various names, I can't.
We're gonna go with Ryan's offer of 8 if no one's gonna like full on step up here. All right. Sounds like it.
Look, look, I'm eating something. Hold on, my mouth is full. Sorry. Hold on, I'm almost done.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, okay, I'm done. Okay, let's go. Zinnia versus Corrin by me. Red versus Hiccup by me. Ash Ketchum versus Rex by me. Chorus versus Wily by /me. Zinnia versus AZ by Zodiac Kirin. Luzamine versus Getsis by Zodiac Kirin. Lily versus N by Zodiac Kirin.
Jesus
and
Christ.
Red versus Gold by Cam.
That's
just give it to it. Yeah, okay. I have
You
one question for you, gamer.
All right, what's up?
I say no. You gave this to fucking Ryan. Of course he was gonna do it. Pokemon trainer. Would you have counted him as it?
Yeah. I would have.
Okay. Because
these are human characters. Anyone that isn't a Pokemon.
Any human character, pretty much, counts.
Okay, but the reason I was asking is because he's not given a straight up name within Smash.
Pokemon,
and there has been multiple battles.
Yeah, I was gonna say the idea that they treat him as Red. He's basically Red. I think it is. Ryan, maybe you can explain this. I don't know.
The thing is, the battle that I'm thinking of does not do that.
Pokemon Trainer versus Wii Fit Trainer?
Wii Fit Trainer.
I think I'll count Pokemon Trainer either way, but I don't know. Ryan, what do you think?
Well, I mean, like, the Pokemon Trainer is, like, kind of a generic thing in Smash Ultimate specifically, because it's like, they have, like Red, and then they have, like, Leaf, and then they have, like, variations across, like, the generations, so it's, like, not Red specifically. But I guess it still counts either way.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure that like the Pokemon Trainer raps in the battle. So
I was gonna say I don't think the Pokemon Trainer doesn't rap in that battle, but I guess not.
It does. Well, I mean, like
it does.
No, I'm pretty sure you do. Yeah.
I thought.
What?
Are we thinking about the Velocity?
Yeah.
No.
Oh, okay.
What?
We're thinking of different things.
Keeper action.
Oh, fuck you.
That one? That's not even. That's Pokemon Go. That's fucking Pokemon.
It's still Pokemon Trainer. It's still the Pokemon Trainer.
It's a Pokemon
they
Trainer.
Say Pokemon Trainer.
It's not red.
They say Pokemon Trainer. They use this. Yeah, they use a red. They use red and just color swap him to a blue version of the same model. They use two Pokemon trainers against the male Wii Fit trainer.
Okay. Can you give me the number already, gamer?
Yeah. Which one would you like ticked off? What area?
So it's a 5 across bingo, right?
Yeah. Classic 5 across bingo.
Can you do the how do I describe it? I'm so bad at describing things. Fourth row, second from the left.
Fourth row, second from the left. So this one right here?
Actually, no. The fourth row, second from the right.
So this one right here.
Yeah.
All right. Well, gang, we might be seeing where Ryan's going with this, but let's not call it like it is.
I was able to come up with 9 Pokemon battles on my own, but not 10.
But nine's not on the board, unfortunately.
Yeah, I only came up with
This
9.
chicken wrap is really good.
I wasn't even paying attention to what Ryan was saying. I was just like trying to mark my own. I was like, how many can I fucking come up with?
Chicken wrap celebration, dude. Holy shit.
Brock versus Sanji, Ash versus Darwin, Ash versus Red.
Oh,
Ash versus Yugi, Gary
would've
versus
counted.
Kaiba.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, there were a lot of
Yeah,
Ash battles. And Gary versus Kaiba.
Honestly,
which-
when I was like thinking of this, I didn't think that you would have allowed repeat characters.
No,
Like,
I
that was
would've.
my first thought.
I would have.
Yeah.
Always check. You can always ask me.
Yeah, I
Alright.
don't think I can come up with the 10 one.
All right, so let's go to this is Taiga, right?
Oh.
Yep.
Jesus Christ, Ryan.
Like that.
How many 2022 Dustin battles can you name?
Oh.
Gamer, can you go back to the bingo, please? Thanks, babe.
You're welcome.
Alright, you can go back now.
Now I'll keep it here for Taiga so they can think about where to pick.
Oh, yeah.
No.
Huh?
I can't think of a single one.
Oh,
I
sick.
don't listen. I don't. Yeah, no, I don't know people by years.
Okay. Anyone want to jump in?
I just know by like how good the battle is or how bad the battle is.
That's awesome.
I
No,
name
go ahead, Ryan.
8.
Fine, you're-
I was gonna say
Oh.
maybe you should have jumped in first, Jaden. Maybe you shouldn't
Oh.
have let him do that.
Oh, God.
8?
So I would have to do 10.
You would have to go 10. It's a risky move, but Ryan is very clearly in the lead right now.
And then Dustin usually has around 20 a year. I could
There's
the
23
only
on the playlist.
the only big thing is trying not to confuse years, you know? 'Cause
I will
if it was
understand.
name as many Dustin battles as possible, I'm like I could do that easily.
Yeah.
But specifically 2022. God. Okay. I'm going to go for it.
Going for 10.
I'm going to go for 10. I need to. I have to.
All right.
All
Go ahead.
Robin versus Guy Fawkes.
Correct.
Natsuki versus Raven.
Correct.
Wes Anderson versus Edgar Wright.
Correct.
Morbius versus Dracula.
Correct.
Dream versus Nagito. That was
Correct.
yeah. Dream versus Nagito. Bakugo versus Inosuke.
Correct.
Bateman was this year.
Yeah.
Because that was in the audio. Shit.
I see why this one's pointed. towards
Battles specifically, right? So the cipher doesn't count.
Dustin counts a battle as a cipher, I guess. So
Okay, so I'll do the fairy tale cipher.
that's correct. That's 7.
Fairy tale cipher. Okay, that's 7.
Yep.
So I need 3 more. Okay.
Yeah.
Witch versus Scarlet Witch versus Maleficent.
That's 8.
Kraken versus Cthulhu.
That's 9.
Yeah.
Kraken versus Cthulhu. There we go.
Just said
And
Don't let
fuck.
it get to you. Don't let it get to you.
No, Saul Goodman was in the that was the album.
Fuck.
That was specific. I've been going by the album. Fuck. Robin versus Catholics and
4.
no, that was the album too. I'm choking it. I'm choking it.
3. Don't. Just focus. Lock in. 2.
Fuck. Nope, that was 2023.
1.
Oh no, that was Garden Gnome versus frickin' Chimp.
That's correct.
Damn.
Last.
Okay,
Last
Gamer,
second.
I have a question.
I
Was
have
this
an
one
answer.
slated for me because of Scarecrow versus Scarecrow?
What's up?
Was this question slated for me because of Scarecrow versus Scarecrow because I passionately hate that battle?
No. These questions aren't particularly like tailored to you guys, I'd say.
Ooh.
I wouldn't say that. No.
Yeah, well, no. I thought all of those battles that was just named was in 2023. I don't know people by I don't know series by years or seasons.
That's fair.
I've told you this before. That's my biggest weakness is naming things by seasons or years.
Gotcha.
That's fair.
All right. Well, good job, Jaden. And you know what? That works out pretty well for you because now you got a bit of a line going. So
Whoa.
you are slightly pulling ahead here.
Good one.
Well, do you need a second?
No, I'm good. I'm good.
Do you need a
That
I
was
just had
good.
a minor
good
heart
one.
attack.
That was a
Get a
good
drink
round.
of
You know,
water.
kudos to you.
My strategy was going through the album.
That's fair. I know
the album.
2022 was a weird one because that was like like some of them.
Yeah,
were
that's
just, like,
what was screwing me over because so many of them were hints towards future battles.
Yeah.
I see. All right. So I think this goes to Jane, right?
Yeah, it does.
that was me.
Jaden starts this next one with their offer as well.
But I can counter offer. Maybe. We'll see. Depends on the next question.
All right. Jaden, how many femme Asian VAs can you name?
Holy shit.
I promise this
Dude.
isn't tailored.
Dude, Fist. Asian gang. Wait, in general? Or like rap battle specifically?
Just say been in battles. People who have been in battles.
Shout out Faye Mana. My goat.
Shout out my goat.
5.
Okay. Anyone want to counter that? Anyone on the
Um,
team who would like to counter? No, I'm kidding.
dude, no, I gotta do this for the team.
You don't have to do
can
this
I
for
do
a
this
team.
for the team?
Do you want me to pull up the bingo board and see what you want to go for?
Yes, please.
Okay. So 5 is what Jane's saying.
5. I can name 6.
Okay.
6. Ooh.
Any counter offers? Taiga, you've been a bit quiet here.
No, I don't know these fucks.
I wouldn't call them
Dude,
that personally, but okay.
I gotta know my Asians, man. You know, I gotta take one for the team.
God. If I could
It's
just
like I
remember.
can name 5. That's about it.
Oh,
Alright, so you said
that's
6?
1.
I said
Well, I'm
6,
not gonna
yeah.
allow you to start
Wait.
counting in your head.
Okay,
I said
yeah.
6.
No. As in, like, I'm saying because I heard Jane count 1.
If I remember correctly, but I don't know if I do. Oh God,
Wait, I got 7.
Is she?
You got
Is
7?
she? I
got
got
7.
7.
Okay.
Are you doing it?
I heard Taiga go first.
Oh God.
All right, Taiga. Anyone want to counter to 8?
Let me look at the bingo.
8's not directly in your path, but it's an option you have.
It's an option. That's true. Dude, Danganronpa is doing wonders for this question. I'm surprised
Okay,
you found that many VAs, gamer. Like, hats off to you.
Thank you.
That being said, I can name 8.
All right. If you're I'm gone. I'm done.
Okay.
I'm gone.
Ryan's going for 8. Anyone? Taiga, you're the only person who can counter here.
It's like you have to give me a second because I'm trying.
You can't. No, I'm not gonna allow you to think before
Darn.
you start. I'm not gonna allow you to think before you wager. So I'm gonna.
Well, it's like I'm trying to like because I have these 7. I doubt he's gonna say that or that.
All right, I'm gonna count down. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ryan's locked in. with the wager.
All
I
right.
don't think she is. I don't think she is.
All right, Ryan, let's hear it.
All right. So we've got Azia, the goat.
The goat.
Fox.
The goat.
Pearl Vox.
The goat.
Lee Bergantino.
The goat.
Ace Music.
The goat.
Harla
Fuck, I
CG.
forgot about
The goat.
this.
Bit of an underrated one. Brihan. She voiced Tressa in My Battle. She's Asian.
The goat.
And Shien. The VA for
Yeah.
Mukuro
And
in
that's
Patrick's battle.
a point for Ryan.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had Lee, Jingleberry, Azia, Fox, Melina Rose, Pearl Vox, and
Oh,
Shishi.
Melina. Oh god. Oh god, dude. Man, I feel bad. Let's go with the fourth row.
Where I have
Second
my
to left.
cursor, right?
Yeah.
These motherfuckers really had to start working on the bathroom while I'm doing this.
Okay. Wow, Ryan's
feel
got a
bad.
couple. Ryan's got a couple paths here.
You know.
All right. Next prompt is, I believe.
You think it's me?
It goes to Ryan. It goes to
I think-
Ryan.
yeah, this one goes to Ryan. All right. Ryan, your prompt is, how many 2020 battles can you name?
The only year I wasn't in the community for.
Oh, you were here for 2019?
That's crazy.
No. I mean, I distinctly remember making like a top 10 2020 battles list. So, you know, that kind of helps me a bit. I can name over 10, but for the sake of this bingo, can you go back to the bingo?
Let's see here.
I'm trying to
this is what
figure
your
out-
board looks like right now.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out a path. Cause like if I say like a lower number, like it could be stolen, assuming that Tiger and Jaden also have like a pretty good idea of 2020 battles.
Motherfucker, I just said I suck with years. I do not know a single one. I'm gonna tell you
Jaden?
that now.
He
How
doesn't-
about you? How do you fare?
All right, Ryan, I'm gonna need a number from you. You're taking a little long for me here.
Okay, fine. I'm so sorry. 6. I'll go with 6.
All right, anyone want to counter offer?
I will go with. Well, let me look at the board. 7. I'll go with
Alright.
7.
Ryan, you want to counter with 8? Or Tyga? Well, Tyga seems like they're already pretty out, but
Oh,
Motherfucker.
I can cut it with 8. Yeah.
okay.
Hmm.
I think
I have-
that's the highest his board goes, so that goes.
I have
to
no
Ryan.
reason to. I have no reason to counter with 10 because there's only one 10.
All right, Ryan, go ahead.
Okay. Booster Gold versus Kang the Conqueror.
I think that's correct.
Shulk versus Sora by Bielo.
Okay.
I know this is gonna go all over the place. Salad Fingers versus Marionette, the original one. Missing No versus Ermac. That's 4. And then we've got Goku versus Luffy.
Bye.
Rustage, sorry.
Okay.
And then we've got Bowser versus Eggman by Cam.
Okay, that's 6.
That's 6. Well, what was the number again? 8, right?
8.
Right. And then we have Mewtwo versus Lucario by Epic Pokemon Rap Battles. And
Okay.
and then there's Hannibal Lecter versus Leatherface by Dustin.
I think that's it. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
That's
I pulled all of that for my essay list, man. That was so easy.
Oh, you motherfucker.
Yeah, that's the one. I'm carving up paths.
All right. So, yep, there's only 1 8 left. So now Ryan's going for the lower numbers to try to round it out. Which means, if anything, now's the time for someone to steal. Ryan's kind of running away with the game here. All right.
Yummy.
It's okay. It's okay. You guys still have a chance to win.
Yeah, I know.
All right. Tyga, I think you're up.
Yep.
All right. How many creepypasta battles can you name? No repeat
This is not my bag. This is not my bag.
Okay.
This might be
I
your bag.
can't.
Tiger.
This is one person in particular's bag.
Okay. Yeah, I feel like I can do all 10.
But no repeat characters. Oh shit.
No repeat characters. I feel like I can do all 10.
I mean, this is a risky play.
There's a door.
And it's also me with creepypastas.
That's
Yeah.
true. Hey, and if you fail, the other two can jump in with a pretty low number. So, I'll give you a shot here.
Yes, they can.
All right.
I'm confident in you, Tiger.
Can I do 12?
Sorry.
If only. All right, let's hear it, Tyga.
Okay. Evil Otto versus the Hat Man. We have Wario Apparition versus this man. We have Polybius versus Polybius. We have Jeff the Killer versus Jane the Killer. We have Tiki Toby versus Clockwork. We have username 666 versus normal porn for normal people. We have Three Kings versus One Man Hide and Seek. We have okay. I have to ask you about this one. Does creepypastas versus slashers count?
No.
Okay, no. Okay, that's perfectly fine because we have Glesgorf versus Hell.
Okay.
We have
Wait,
Lost
hold on.
versus
Hold on. You cut off
Right.
at Gliscor. Who is the other person?
Hell Valley Sky Trees.
Okay, two more.
How much? Okay, that was 8.
Yes, that's 8.
Okay, then we have I have to go through my branding. Who is phone versus when a skeleton pops out.
Yep.
Oh my god, dude.
And we have console me versus we are twisted.
Matthew is fucking like giving you all the smoke, man.
I binged all of Matthew's creepypasta battles like 3 days ago.
That's crazy, dude.
All right,
Dude.
that's the sweep for Tiger right there.
Okay. Okay.
All right.
Okay.
I knew the second you had creepypasta, I was gonna take that.
All right, so since Ryan got one that was completely catered to him and Tyga got one that was catered to them, surely this next one will just be a sweep for me, right?
Mettaton question.
Guys, I didn't
You
write
had
these out
yours.
with you guys in mind, okay? I know what
Really?
it
Because
looks-
they're lining up.
it sounds like it is. It sounds like it is, but I promise that it isn't.
What's the next one gonna be? Freaking
Twist
trans
at
voice
the end
actors?
was the first person to find out your ruse. I win that shit because I said if I round fucking 1.
Well, you took this round like pretty like hand in hand, so
Yeah.
All right. Well, I think we're on Jaden, right?
yeah.
So Jaden, you get first offer here.
All right.
This is a completely subjective one, so it is only by my personal metric. So I will judge.
Oh,
it.
that's kind of bullshit.
Dude. Bias much?
How
What
many
the fuck,
FRBs can you name? Memes can you name?
Dude, FLB isn't funny. Oh my god. Okay.
No.
What? Okay. How
No.
in your metric, what
No, I'm good.
counts for a
You're
meme?
com-
You guys have fun.
You're
I'm
com-
good.
You're completely passing.
What do you? I don't know fucking FRB memes.
You could okay. FRB beams can realistically just be like any popular joke. Realistically,
I don't freaking. Oh god.
So
you don't have
what
to
ab-
offer. If you want to pass on offering, you can do that.
Can you go back to the bingo, please, Emma?
Sure. You don't have to offer.
Double it, give it to the next person.
God. I mean, I can think of
I
something.
can do 7 right
like-
now.
Yeah, I'm not beating 7. I'm good.
Okay. All right. So that's one for so. Okay.
I'm too out of I'm too out of touch. FRB
I'll
is not
pass.
funny, but Jaden, you should
Tiger,
know
you
that we
got this.
complained about them
Tiger,
enough.
yeah, I'll give you this here. Let's go.
Shoot your shot.
Okay. So this is purely by your metric, right?
Yeah, and I'll be lenient if you can give
Okay.
me a good enough reason.
Okay. Serena's copypastas for why Dustin's content was overrated.
Dustin's content.
Sorry.
Yep, that's good.
That's funny. That's funny.
Money heist.
Yep, I'll count Money Heist.
Okay.
Okay. This is the one of the big ones I'm questioning. Mr. Beast, the Mr. Beast meme.
I'll count
Okay.
that. I'll count that.
It's
Okay,
yeah.
Preston's Hourglass.
Yep.
Sure.
Sure. I feel like yeah.
Creepy pedophile DK.
I'm so tempted not to count that, but I laughed at it, so I feel like
That's good.
out of obligation, I'm gonna count that.
That's a bit. That's a good bit.
Al versus Coco, like Mama Coco versus Big Al. Danny's
Just as
battle.
a whole,
You're
yeah.
working on a weekend like usual. Yeah. Okay, how many did I say I was gonna do? 7 or 8?
7. So you got
7.
one more.
Okay. Walter White versus Light Yagami, which is the best thing? Because even in the
I'm not
audio
gonna say that.
itself, it is said that it was a community meme.
I don't know.
Let's see if you can name something else. I think you have something else. I want.
Okay, what did I say? I said Serena's, Dustin's content, Money Heist, Mr. Beast, Preston, Creepy Pedophile DK. I mean, there's Black Man, the whole thing with me being black.
I'll count that. Yeah, sure.
Albert. Okay, yeah, then there we go.
Okay.
All right. So where would you like this to go?
Yeah, where you have your thing right now.
So here.
Honestly, I probably could have done it just based on looking at my freaking list of soundboard effects from FRB servers.
Yeah, probably. There's probably a couple of those. That's like
Like one of my options would have absolutely been freaking.
Who's garbage Gotham? Okay. I shorted.
Oh yeah.
God damn it.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. That
I fucking knew Creepy Pedophile DK was gonna get you.
I know. It shouldn't have. I feel stupid that it has. I feel very bad for myself that it has.
It's probably the fact that I was just in the middle of the list and I went over it so quick.
Yeah. All right. Ryan, you're starting, I think.
Oh boy.
All right. How many Kirby battles can you name?
I fucking, what the? Why
Sorry,
am I here?
I'm I'm finishing my chicken wrap. Check the board again, please.
We're right here, buddy.
Okay. No, because I'm also like kind of switching between this and like my kind of game show doc, if you will, where I write down my answers. I can name 6.
Okay. Anyone want to counter?
I can definitely name. I can name. Oh well. Kirby the character, Kirby the franchise, or just
Kirby the
stuff
character.
relating to Kirby in general.
I
Kirby
feel
the
like
character. We'll say Kirby the character.
Kirby the franchise is
character,
too old, I'd say.
Okay, so how many did Ryan say?
I can name 6. I said.
Yeah.
I can name 7.
What the fuck?
Okay. Any 8 offers? I hear it in Ryan's voice. He wants to go for it.
You're over here
No,
giving Ryan
no, I
freaking name as many JRPG battles as you can. Then you
Dude,
give Tiger.
definitely.
Name all the SCP battles, and you give me. Hey, what's your favorite FRB memes? You freaking meme lord. You seem like you're in touch with FRB, aren't you? Go ahead, meme gal.
Question, gamer. Can it be like sequels?
I see where you're going, and I'll say sure. I can't imagine that's gonna help you too much, but sure.
Okay.
7's the offer right now?
5, 6.
Yep.
Okay. All right, I'm gonna say 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
I think I can. Never mind.
You don't have an 8. Never mind. I just noticed. You couldn't even go for it. So yeah, you're out. All right, 7. Let's hear it, Tyga.
Okay, and you say they are title matchups. So we have Kirby versus Ditto, Kirby versus Jigglypuff, Kirby versus the Very Hungry Caterpillar, Kirby versus Mario, and all 3 Kirby versus Galactus 1, 1.5, and 2.
Can you hear me clapping?
Thanks for the shout out, Carl. Thanks for the shout out. I appreciate it.
All right.
Please watch Kirby.
That's a point for. All right, where would you like it? Where would you like the 7 ticked off?
Right where you have it.
Perfect.
Ooh.
All right, guys. I can feel a comeback coming on. Don't you guys worry.
Jaden,
Alright.
I promise there are questions that I think you'll do better on.
All right, cool.
I just need you to trust me.
Is it Ryan? You fucking scared me when you said the sequels.
All right.
Because I was banking
go.
on that. And the reason I asked if Kirby the character or Kirby in general, I was gonna do Gamer Sandwich versus Kirby Spy.
Oh,
Fuck you. All right. So this goes
Would
to
that have
Tyga.
counted?
Tyga, you get first count here. No. How many Power of Dan edited battles can you name?
Oh.
So battles edited
Okay.
by Dan.
Do we mean fully by Dan or Dan helped with it?
We'll say Dan on the credits.
I'll be right back.
Okay.
Dan on the credits? I can name 10. We can't do 10
no,
anymore.
10 isn't, yeah.
I can do whatever the max is.
Whatever the max is for you, the max is 8. And no one can really
I can
count
do
that, so you're kind of locked in. All right, let's hear it.
okay.
Okay, we have both the Dream versus Taft 1 and 2. We have the Unabomber versus King Babam. We have Pyro versus Jacket. We have Spooky versus fucking BRVR. We have Nitro Rab versus Scott the Waz. We have Scott the Waz versus Nathaniel Bandy. We have how many did I say so far? Because we also have Scar versus Henry Tudor. And then we
7.
have Rap Clashes, Jack the Ripper versus Zodiac Killer.
I think you've named
8.
enough. I think
I
that's
have.
it. Yeah.
I could have gone on.
I'm assuming you could have.
No, because the funny thing is, literally last night, me and Dan went over all the battles he edited.
Of course. All right. So where would you like? What 8 would you like ticked off the board here? Not a lot
go
of
to
strategic
the-
positions, I'll say.
I'll say 2-2.
So here.
It makes sense. Yep. Yep.
All right.
Oh, I see the play.
You got a couple paths you can go from here. All right. This is for Jaden, but I don't know if they're back.
We'll wait. Oh, I finished my dinner. Let's go.
All right. Close game right now.
Yeah, I think like Tiger's like slowly catching up. I got a bit cocky in like the beginning.
Mm-hmm.
We're tied.
Let me see how many. There are not too many prompts left, so hopefully one of
What?
you gets a bingo.
How many? You can't say the
Okay.
exact number, can you?
The reason that I'll just say this now. The reason I put the 5 over at the left and then the 7 right below my name is because I thought it was how you get a bingo is that you get all of the numbers.
No.
So you get all the 7s.
5 across.
But then
Five-
like 2 rounds later,
Five.
Gamer was like, "Oh, standard bingo." And I was like, "Oh, well, there goes that."
Oh, okay. So it was just like an honest mistake then
Yeah.
On your end or mine?
on Tiger's end.
Whoa, thank God. Pump
Yeah.
fist, baby. I'm sick.
But you also didn't say that it was standard bingo when we first started. So which is why it made me think.
Well, excuse me. I don't know. I don't know
You
what that was
fucking talk
supposed
to me like that, you little bitch.
Fuck your stupid Mickey Mouse impression, dude. That shit was fucking stupid. Alright. Is Jaden back?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay. What were you
oh,
what
hi,
were you off
Tiger.
doing, if you don't mind me asking?
Using the restroom.
Oh, my bad, sorry.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they said that when they left.
I wasn't listening too carefully. I'm sorry.
Oh, of course you weren't.
Try
Fuck
hearing
off.
better.
Fuck off, kid. You know what? I'm fucking tired. Maybe I did maybe I am gonna screw the game over for all of you. Maybe you all should like suffer a little more, so you should be thankful. God, you're pissing me off.
My bad.
You're sounding like Nugget. Stop it.
You're pissing me off, kid. Alright.
Tyga and
Jaden,
Ryan are tied for first, and I'm very much trailing behind.
Jaden. Hold on. Hold for drill.
I'm trying.
Drill.
It's not even a drill. It's a saw.
Hold
Break
for
to eat
saw.
McDonald's fries.
Alright,
Oh,
this is for you. This one's yours to win, okay?
okay.
How many Steven Universe battles can you name?
Oh shit. Ah, hell
Let's take
yeah.
a look at the board.
Yeah, I'm good.
Ooh.
I'm good.
Let me think. I
I mean, I can name a couple.
think I could do. God, now that I think about it, there actually aren't that many.
A lot of them are like stuck in like the old community. Like,
Yeah, a lot of them are old as shit.
Yeah.
Okay, I think I can name 7. I think I could do 7.
Hmm.
I can do
Okay.
8.
Okay. Do you want to?
What happens if I do 10? Because like
You know what?
my
Here's what
10
I'll
mark
say.
is already.
Here's what I'll say. We're getting a little late game, and I'm kind of. I'll give you a chance to up it, and then if you win, if you complete it, you can go as high as you want, I suppose. And if you complete it, I'll let you pick a spot on the board to tick off. Does that feel fair? Do we all agree to that?
So like just
Okay.
You can keep counter offering, and then if you win the counter offer, you can then.
oh. So
Okay.
Tiger, you said 8?
Yeah. So you can go 9,
I
and if you
feel
win,
so.
you can then pick any spot on the board.
Oh God. 9.
There isn't a 9, is there?
There isn't a 9, but if you get 9 and then you win, I'll allow you to.
I can pick any.
pick it.
Yeah.
But do you want to go for
I
it?
can. I think I could do 9.
All right.
I
Let's.
think.
All right. Anyone want to counter offer? 10's risky.
I don't think I can do that. I don't think I can do that.
Okay. I think
Motherfucker!
that I could do 10.
Wow.
Oh.
And I've never seen this fucking show, but
Are you
I've seen a lot.
I'll give you a chance to back out because I feel like Jane's pretty
Okay.
confident in this. And they can always remember if you fail, Jane can counter offer with whatever number they want. That's on the board.
Right. That's tricky.
Your choice.
Ooh, that's tricky.
Oh my god.
Oh man. 10.
I have.
Can I co-spy with 10? I can co-spy with 10 actually. Let's go for it.
I can do 10.
I can do 11.
What? Okay, 11's the highest count. Anyone want to counter offer?
So we can go above.
Yeah. Any counter
I gotta
offer?
think about this.
5,
Then
4, 3, 2.
Yeah, no, I can't
Nah,
do
I
it
don't think-
higher.
This is a
I don't think I can.
bold offer, Jane.
Oh.
I can
am-
do 10. That's
I am
about it off the top of my
aware.
head.
All
I
right,
can do 10 as well.
go ahead, Jane. I'll give you. I'll be a little lenient, but go ahead.
Okay.
So this
all
is
right.
just the franchise. This is just the franchise, not just Steven
So
himself.
not. And repeat characters are allowed.
Repeat characters are allowed. Good luck.
Okay. All
Are
right.
repeat battles allowed?
What was that?
Repeat battles allowed?
As in,
Not as in repeat, as in like the
Wait,
matchup. I
wait,
mean,
what?
or the
Oh,
battles.
like if they're
Oh,
like
I
done.
I'd
in, like,
assume
months.
there's
If it's
separate
been-
battles.
if
I'd
you can
assume.
specify, if you can specify who made each version, I'll count it.
That makes sense. Okay.
Um,
Well, I mean,
Go ahead,
this
Jane.
is
This is James.
Ooh. Okay, it's me.
Yep. Go ahead.
All right.
11.
Okay. Lapis Lazuli versus Flame Princess.
uh-huh.
Peridot versus Flatwoods Monster.
Oh God.
Lapis versus Jevil by me.
Yep.
Spinel versus Bendy.
Oh my God.
Steven versus Star Butterfly.
That's 5.
Ruby versus KO.
That.
Yeah.
Padparacha versus Internet Explorer.
Mm-hmm.
Peridot versus Zim.
Mm-hmm.
Connie versus Penny. That did exist. I know for a fact that it
Yeah.
exists.
Yep.
It does. I remember.
Um,
I remember it.
I need 2 more.
Yep.
2 more.
Yeah.
Steven versus Flynn. I'm certain that is a thing.
Finn?
I
Like
know
Finn
for a
the
fact.
human. Finn the human. You mean?
Steven versus Finn the human.
Yep.
Yeah,
That exists. One more.
Yeah.
Yep,
that
it
has to
exists.
exist.
One more.
And ooh,
You got this.
I'm very surprised you haven't said one.
You have one in you.
really?
I can hear it.
Surprised I haven't said there's one that's obvious.
Don't think too hard about it. Just whatever comes to your mind first. Don't let them stay in the zone. Lock in.
Just stop. You're freaking me out. Peridot versus Bill.
That's
Yes.
correct.
Peridot versus Bill.
You did it.
That's
That's
it.
11.
Well,
That is
One of them.
bold.
Other ones that I was
Yeah.
was Spinel versus Lotso and
you say
Oh, that's a
Steven
good one.
Universe versus Clarence.
Did you say Steven
Yeah.
versus Sands?
I did not say Steven
No.
Universe versus Sands.
All right.
No.
Shout out Sands.
Yeah. Shout out Sands. Hell yeah.
I had most of those written down.
Yeah. Go ahead and give me that top 7 right below my name.
All right.
Oh.
Ooh, okay. So now we've introduced a pretty late game idea, and it seems like we're gonna see some ramifications now. This is interesting.
Wait, what? Excuse me?
That we can exceed
That we
to
can
the
exceed,
highest
yeah.
possibility.
Go on.
All right. Anyway, we are back to
Me.
Ryan. Yeah.
Dude, you're scaring me.
All right. So, this is a pretty vague one. So I'm glad we've introduced this rule because you can go pretty high with this. How many villain battles can you name? So I think we'll say both rappers are villains, or considered villains.
Both rappers.
Oh, both rappers.
Both
Oh.
rappers. Dude,
Oh,
is,
that's
Boris,
interesting.
is Boris Johnson a villain?
I'll leave it up for debate. I appreciate the attempt.
Okay.
Okay.
I have a
think I
question.
can.
I have an answer.
Vigilantes and anti-heroes. What do they count under?
Not. I wouldn't call those guys outright villains.
Okay.
What about?
Because-
okay. So
because, like,
what about like?
they're
Sorry,
all-
sorry, sorry.
Because like I'm just like using this one as an example. There's not a battle with him to my knowledge, but somebody like Stain from My Hero Academia is considered a villain despite being a vigilante.
What about someone like villains who are redeemed in the story?
Yeah. What about villains that are redeemed later?
Villains at some
'Cause
point in
villains-
their story. Villains at some point in their story.
Oh, okay. So they have
Okay.
been villains.
Okay. All right.
Okay, they just have to be necessarily bad people, like villainous characters. Doesn't matter how good they are at being villains.
That makes sense.
I'm bad. And that's good.
I will never
Never
be good, and
that's
not
not bad.
No, actually no, dude, you fucking like gave me like such a huge big brain moment. I think I can do 12.
Ooh.
Oh, holy shit.
Anyone want to challenge that?
Hold
Kind
on.
of.
Okay,
Ooh.
exclusively villain versus villain.
Yeah, that's the big difficulty here.
I feel like I can do 13.
Okay.
Wait a minute. I can't do 13.
Oh wait, actually, sorry, I just double checked something. This is our last set of prompts for the game. I think.
I can do 13 easy.
All right,
Hold
13.
That's the last set of prompts.
Okay,
Yeah, so
like
each of you
some
only
of
has
these,
one more turn.
some of these
Okay.
answers are a bit weird because like I don't know some of these characters enough to know whether they're villains or not. Question: Is Kokichi a villain?
No.
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 Is he not?
He's a.
No,
Is
he's
he?
not.
He's at most like a side. No, wouldn't say so.
Okay, because I never played V3. Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, he acts like an asshole to help
Can
you.
Do you allow repeat characters?
Yes.
Okay.
13.
Okay, I got this
prompt
easy.
here.
I think I could probably do 15.
Okay.
16.
Jesus Christ. You see, okay, I think I see how you're playing.
I got this easy.
17.
18.
God.
Remember, if you choke.
Wait, what did you say, Taiga?
I said 18, and gamer, I'm fully aware of the consequences of my actions if this doesn't go according to plan.
What was that?
But I don't think you think that
Anybody else hear that?
the latest victim.
Yeah.
Ignore that. But I don't think you understand what exactly is
All
going
right,
on.
Wig Boy, what you got for us? I don't think anyone.
19.
Okay, so I
Oh,
said
okay, I'm gonna count it
19.
as
20.
Fuck it, dude. Oh my god.
20.
I'm sorry. I just gotta cap it at 20. This is gonna.
What
go
the
on
fuck?
forever.
I could probably do 21.
Jesus Christ, dude. This is not. Why did I let you go over the fucking counter?
Well, I said 21st.
If you want to cap it at 20, it's fine. But man,
I mean, I can. Sure, fucking dude. I'm so defeated.
Oh my god.
And I will need some clarification for some of these characters.
All right, we'll cap it
If
at 20.
you-
We'll cap it at 20 because it sounds like I have a bit of doubt. That's all I'll say. I have a bit of doubt.
you have doubt.
Yeah, I have doubt.
Question,
Really?
gamer. Question.
Yes.
If at whatever point Tiger chokes, can I counter offer with?
Whatever number you
Oh wait,
want.
well, okay.
All right, Tiger, go ahead. Start.
Okay. Well, one of the main things is throughout you've allowed us to write
Start.
down our answers, so I should just okay. Baldy versus Bob.
Yeah.
Then we got Roy versus Spamton. This is one I need clarification for. Roy versus Ryota. Do we count Ryota as a villain? He
I wasn't
technically
even
was
I don't know
a
if I want to
villain
count
at
Spamton
one
as a
point.
villain.
I don't know.
Spamton is absolutely a fucking villain. What?
Wasn't
He is
Ryota
absolutely a
like
villain. He is a
victim
boss
to
fight.
Zuko?
Who actively tries
Like-
to kill you?
He's the final boss fight in one of the routes.
Okay,
Like-
okay, we'll count Spamton. I won't count Ryota.
Yeah.
Ryota's more of a
Okay.
goaded into.
You won't count
situation.
it?
Sure, yeah, I won't count Ryota. Keep going. Jesus
Okay.
Christ.
We have Zim versus Peridot, because Peridot was some sort of a
Yeah,
villain
yeah.
at one.
Keep going.
We have
I'll
Frollo
let you know
versus
when
Gaston.
I think you're wrong. What'd you say?
Yeah.
Frollo versus Gaston.
Yep.
Okay. Well, these kind of more consider just people you fight, so I won't really count that. Personally.
Do we all count?
We had Jesse and James versus the Wet Bandits.
Sure, yeah, those are villains.
Mm.
And where it gets fun. Eyeless Jack versus Laughing Jack by Keyblade, or not by Keyblade, by Rabby. Eyeless Jack versus Laughing Jack by Evergreen Battle Parodies, because they are villains in their own story.
Yeah, motherfucker.
Keep going.
we have Jeff the Killer versus Slender Man.
Sure.
Another by ERB. Jeff the Killer versus Slender Man by a certain J.
Oh my
We
fucking
have
god.
Creepypastas versus Slashers by
my-
Keyblade. We have Creepypasta versus Slashers by a Mr. J. We have username 666 versus normal porn for normal people.
Fuck
We have
you.
Jeff the Killer.
Oh my god.
What? You wanted answers. I'm giving you answers.
Keep going.
Dude.
Okay. Yet again. Was Lapis some sort of kind of a villain? I'm
I
trying to
wouldn't
think
say
of one.
so.
I would not count Lapis.
Not say so.
No.
Okay.
5,
I think-
4,
Then
3.
wait, Splinel versus Lotso, Splinel versus Bendy. We have Bendy versus Tatafel versus the neighbor versus Five Nights at Freddy's.
Oh my fucking god.
Wait.
We have
Freddy Fazbear. Yeah.
Yes.
Freddy Fazbear is a villain.
Yeah,
He is a
sure.
villain.
Sure. Keep
What
fucking
number am
going.
I at right now?
2 more.
Okay. This also is another thing where I'm gonna have a clarification. Jack the Ripper versus Hannibal Lecter. Hannibal Lecter is a villain, obviously.
Jack
in
the
thing,
Ripper.
but do you want to
I'm about
count
say,
real
let's leave
life
real people out of
killers
this.
as
Let's just not count real people for the sake of simplicity.
Okay.
not count real people? Okay.
Jack the Ripper.
Then
obviously
that
evil,
one's
though.
gonna.
Just in
Let's
case
see.
no one was
Yeah,
thinking it.
Then we have pretty much every single reiteration of Jason versus Freddy.
Sure.
Well, but
Alright, no, that's another
ERBP,
2.
yeah.
Yeah, that's another 2. You have it enough. I already know where you're going with it. You're done. You get the point. Sure.
Oh.
Where do you want the fucking thing?
Yeah.
I'm pissed.
Give me number 5 below. Between the 7 and the 10.
All right.
Weirdly
Tyler,
enough,
one away
Oh
from
my
most of the
god.
most of the lists that I had wasn't really intruded upon by that.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah,
my one was just like
because-
more like actual fictional villains and not like
Like
creepypastas.
for example, Light versus Monica.
But Gamer himself said this one is very vague, so I can allow it to be very high. So just going back on the notes. That's why you
I
take
would
those
say,
last people.
like,
You
for
guys make me
example,
wanna
Light
kill
versus Monica.
myself.
I'd say Light and Monica are both villains in their stories.
Yeah, they are.
Ah,
And then also Bubble Bass versus Anton Ego. They're
Oh,
both antagonists in
oh.
their episodes, or in Bubble Bass's episodes. He's usually the antagonist, and Anton Ego is
He's
very much the
Just being
antagonist.
an
Moving
antagonist
on.
doesn't necessarily mean you are a villain.
We're moving on. I'm done.
Because
All
Light
right.
versus Light Yagami, he's a protagonist. L is the antagonist.
Actually, you know what? Why
but
don't you guys debate about
antagonist
this for a minute?
L
I'm gonna
is
go to the
being hero.
bathroom.
Okay, have fun.
Okay. All right. Okay.
I say antagonist doesn't necessarily equal.
I
villain.
know. But I would still say that.
I mean, again, this is like very vague. So like, you can pretty much, if you have an argument for it, I think it counts. Like,
I just snapped
like-
my pencil on half by accident.
okay. But yeah, no, like, villains. If you like consider like the core definition of it, like they are meant to be like foils to the hero, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, somebody to foil the hero.
Exactly, right. And antagonists, I feel like people who play an
Also,
antagonistic role, who are like inherently.
technically, Jaden, Light wouldn't count because he is a vigilante.
He's
Yes.
very he's a fucking
He takes justice
I mean,
into his own hands. He does the wrong things for the right reasons. That is a vigilante.
Thanos
I mean, like,
is Thanos not a villain then?
I mean, he is, isn't he?
Thanos doesn't think he is. He doesn't think he's a villain. He thinks he's doing what is
Well,
is
I don't
needed.
know. I think Thanos is a
So I was
little
saying, well,
silly, you know.
Thing is, there's a difference between what Thanos is doing and what
Are you?
Light was
Light.
doing. Light was doing it for the sake of justice, while Thanos was doing it for selfishness.
Well, no, Thanos.
Well, no, but, like,
No, Thanos is doing it for balance.
Yeah.
I think we need to settle this in a rap battle.
Like,
Thanos versus
We're
Light
moving on.
Dog.
We're moving on to the next one. We're moving on to the next one. This goes to Tyga. Tyga, you get first claim. How many trip battles can you name?
Yeah. Just yeah. Give
My
it to me.
best.
No,
friend.
no. What's your offer?
I could.
What's your offer?
Okay. You know what? We'll just be simple and just say 10 real quick.
All right. Anyone want to counter offer?
How
I
many
need
battles?
to.
Well, I can
33.
name like
Don't say 33.
Yeah, Trip's done 33.
I can
Sure.
name let's say 15. How about that?
Fucking Christ! Oh, God! What?
No, well, I'll go with 16.
Oh.
17.
I take a look at what the bingo sheet currently looks like.
Fuck you, asshole.
quick.
God, 18.
You know what? Let's give it to Jaden.
I think I can name
So Jaden said.
I say I could name all 20, but I kind of want to give it to Jaden. Because I expect that we're putting the cap at 20 now, but I could name 20, but I want to give it to Jaden. She can do.
What was your offer, Jaden?
18, I think.
18. I mean,
You want to give this to Jaden?
Give it to Jaden. Ryan, Jaden is a decent amount behind us. Let's see how much Jaden can do.
Okay. I'm okay with that.
Oh God, what have I done?
18. You got this. Lock in.
All
Lock
right.
in.
All right.
On you.
Creeper versus Among Us. Dr. Mario versus Euro Truck Simulator.
Correct.
Bomberman versus Worm.
Correct.
Doodle Jump versus Elevator Action. Freaking what's the most recent? Oh, Runa Regis versus Silverfish.
The most recent one.
I remembered that one as soon as I was trying to complete that thought. Freaking Dr. Wily versus Dr. Silkrest? How do you? I don't know how to pronounce it.
I'm gonna need
Silkrest.
I'm not saying
I'll give it to you.
Colrest. Colrest.
That's it.
Yeah.
There we go.
Okay, yeah, there
Luckily,
you
it's
go. We'll
Dr.
give it to you there.
Colrest. Yeah. Freaking God, what the fuck is the name of the character? Sableye versus Piglin.
8, 7. Nope.
Freaking Roller Coaster Tycoon versus Little Inferno.
That's 8.
Yep. Oh god, that's 8. I need 10 more. Oh fuck me.
There's one
Oh god.
Yet, but keep going.
Freaking the one I did. Frogger versus Jenga.
That's 9.
Yep. Okay. Freaking Zomboss versus Dr. Well, what the fuck is his name? Egad. Egad. Dr. Egad. Yep, Zomboss versus Egad. Okay. Let's go with Captain Crunch versus Nah, never mind. Not going for that one. Dream versus Kirby.
That's 11.
Okay.
Yep. Okay, Light versus Isaac Newton.
That's 12.
That's 12. Okay, got it. Ooh. Okay. All right. Okay. What the fuck is the most recent one that they did? Ness versus Katamari. There's one. Okay. All right.
13?
Okay. How many is that? 13?
Yep. Jesus
Yeah.
Christ.
Okay. Cool.
You don't have one.
No.
You sound like
I don't have any seconds. I can't spare any seconds.
Keep going. Keep going. You got this.
Okay. I can keep going.
Think
Yep. God, fuck! I can't remember all the awful ones that I've ranted about over the years, or not the awful ones, but like the ones that I've talked about being like, damn, you know? Oh God.
5.
I need 5 more. I need 5. I know I need 5 more. Ah!
No,
What the
meant
fuck is his name?
4.
I know. No. Captain Crunch versus Michelin Man.
That's
Mhm.
14.
Yep. Captain Crunch versus Michelin Man. Okay, cool. God damn it, that one's not out yet. That one is not out yet. Oh no.
Don't panic. The more you panic, the more you forget.
Oh god. Oh fuck. Ah.
5.
Turbo Dismount. Did I name that one? Turbo Dismount versus Paint Roller?
You did not.
No,
I don't think I named that one. I did not name that one. Okay. Frickin' oh god. No, I don't remember what that one is. Bully versus Red? No, Silver. Bully versus Silver. Yep. Doodle Jump? No, I named that one. One.
You did name
Piglin, I named that one. What about the Moses? Moses?
Even
Moses?
name the other opponent?
Reggie Gigas.
Yeah.
Fuck it, I'll count it.
Does that one count? Okay, cool. How many do I have left?
It is a public battle.
You got one more.
So that counts. One more.
I have one more.
Yep.
Oh god, one more. Okay.
There's one I'm surprised you haven't named yet. There's still one.
Really?
Yeah.
Really? There's one I haven't named yet?
Well, there's
God.
one you haven't named, but there's one that you should.
I know. Red versus Shedinja.
That's alright. Yep.
Yes!
Congratulations, that's 18.
Mm-hmm.
Alright. Which square would you like ticked off?
7. That one.
Okay.
Oh,
wait a second.
I'm behind.
So Ryan's the only one without 4, right?
Yeah.
I'm behind,
We
yeah.
have one question left, gang.
Oh
What
shit.
the fuck?
I'm really sorry
Dude,
for what's about to happen.
I can't win!
Someone's
I
about
can't
to
win!
Oddly enough, Ryan, I don't think you're about to be the most angry person in this room.
What do you mean?
This goes to Jaden.
Hi.
Okay.
Oh!
I'm gonna kill myself. I'm gonna kill myself.
I need a starting off.
Oh yes. Oh
Let's go to the
god,
bingo
yes.
board.
Okay. How about we just go ahead and start with that 5? We'll start with
Anybody
5.
want a counter offer?
I can name 6.
Someone isn't speaking.
Oh
You know, someone who
Okay.
just gave Jaden a chance.
Oh,
I don't hear a
good
counter
lord.
offer. Let's hear it, Jaden.
I said 6.
what?
I said
Oh, wait.
6.
I wasn't even in the call. I left.
I
I
said
You
6.
leave.
Oh god.
Oh, you said
Okay,
6?
okay.
I said 6. I'm not under my breath. I said 6. Yeah.
Specifically, Arcade Kitten battles.
Yeah, anything made
So
by Arcade Kitten.
not just Cemetery Mary battles.
Correct.
Okay.
Wait. Come again? Come again?
Anything made
I'm
by
trying-
Arcade Kitten.
Trying to think.
Okay,
Um,
that's good. to
Isn't
know.
there that one that is kind of? I'm not going to count that one because that one isn't actually
Alright, is
a
6
merry
the
battle.
offer?
Yeah.
See, I would counter offer, but I don't know if there are even more than that.
Alright, Ryan, sounds like you're it.
Fuck. Okay. Cemetery Mary versus Preston.
Correct.
Croven versus Cousin Eddie.
Correct.
Twyla versus Connor.
Mm-hmm.
Correct.
Reginald versus Elephant Man.
Correct.
Reginald versus Sykes.
One
Mhm.
more.
I do not know this fucking counts, but Cemetery Mary and John Drober versus whatever his name was. Versus
I wouldn't
Preston
I
Alvarez, but-
I
Would that
wouldn't
not
count
count?
that one because that's not
Oh,
actually a.
well, no.
That's not really a battle with. That's just the title.
No, by judging by gamers' own words,
That doesn't
it has
count.
to be
Come
quote,
on,
the title matchup. It has to be the title matchup.
gamer. Come on.
What? Ryan, I'm gonna need you to at least be able to accurately tell me what the title is. If you can't do that, I'm not even gonna try to count it. But if you can accurately do that, we can
Oh
then have
my
a talk
God.
about it.
Oh. Fucking bro.
I'm gonna start to
Cemetery
count now.
Mary. Cemetery Mary. And what's his name?
5.
Braun Strowman versus Preston Hourglass.
What did you say?
Braun Strowman.
He,
Whatever.
said,
I
he,
think
he
that's
said it
it.
right. He said it right.
I
Is
think
that
that's
6?
it. Yeah.
That's 6. Yep, he has
All
it.
right, Ryan, what square would you like ticked off?
That doesn't count. Come on.
Barely.
Gamer
All
is
right.
a man who takes his rules very literally,
Yep.
Okay.
and
Okay, Ryan, just pick a square.
yeah.
6. The one that you have right now.
All right.
So we all have the number 5.
All right. Players.
See, here's the big thing. The one you forgot about was Lamb Chop. Bobble versus Lamb Chop.
Lamb Chop versus Bobbles the Clown.
I did not know that was Arcade Kitten, but sure thing.
Yeah.
All
I
right.
already went by like Cemetery Mary.
Players. That is the end of our game. But there seems to be an issue here.
We have a 3-way tie.
None of you have
Yeah.
bingo. However,
Oh, no.
I have good news to report for our viewers. There is a winner.
What the hell?
Inviting now.
Oh, what the fuck?
What the fuck?
Oh no. Dan!
Please join me in welcoming. This might take them a second. Please join me in welcoming Alchemy King, Power of Dan, and Triple Stabber.
What?
Oh my.
Dan! Trip hung up!
What?
I have something to explain to you all.
Yeah.
Okay,
Hi, what's
are
up?
all 3 of you in here?
Hey.
All right. So, our winner with bingo, Alchemy King. Let me
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
let me explain what happened. So, Al, can you read out what your winning line of bingo was? What line made you win bingo? Read that out for me.
What? What you say?
Actually, I'll read it out. I feel like this might be simpler if I do it. So,
Wait, oh my god, I think I know what happens.
Al's winning line goes like this. Ugh. Plays up being angry. Brings up Alchemy King. Quotes a line from a battle. And huh? Or I don't know. Or huh. I don't really know how you do it. So these players, I met with them before this. And
Oh, yeah, Ryan.
And we made bingo cards for you guys based on your mannerisms. I got your best friends here, and I got them to make bingo cards based on your mannerisms. So throughout this entire stream, they've been watching and keeping track of what you guys do. So Let me pull up. They've also been feeding me these prompts after the first 3 rounds.
What the fuck?
Trip's been writing all of Ryan's prompts. Dan's been writing all of Tyga's prompts, and Al's been writing all of Jaden's prompts.
Dan, you know I suck at years.
I was just wanting you to get mad at Scarecrow versus Scarecrow, man. I'm sorry.
So here's Ryan's bingo card.
What?
I
Oh
guess
my
you can
Trip
take
didn't
off your
technically get a
piercing
bingo.
scream
There's a
now,
couple-
Dan.
There's a couple
Yeah.
close things.
Bingo.
There's a couple close things, but Trip didn't get a quite get a bingo here. So yeah, all the ones in yellow.
Wait, so
are-
wait,
I didn't
what's
know-
with the 2 separate
No,
colors?
this one,
the ones in blue
Yeah.
are just like
the
me.
yellows. Yeah, because I wanted a ooh, not a oh.
Yeah, so Trip, you can color those out. If you can take those out from there.
Okay.
So here's all of Trip's. Here is Tyga's bingo card.
You
I said
winner.
O. No, Dan got bingo. I said O.
What the
Oh,
hell?
Dan might have been
What
not paying
the hell?
attention, and that's on his fault. But also, I
Ryan,
think Al got-
Ryan named a battle that I forgot. And I went, oh, yeah.
Either way, I think Al got bingo before that, and the first person to get bingo was the winner here out of these guys.
What?
And finally,
What?
here is Jaden's bingo card.
Wait. So what? What? So this
Yeah,
this
so
is-
remember
Ryan-
that FRB
Ryan's giving
meme
me
one you
more
got
to
all pressed
work
about?
with.
That was me attempting to make you quote a battle line.
So all of these bingo cards were made before the game show?
Yeah, these were made.
Yes.
Yeah, we all sat together. We actually made these yesterday, and then we proceeded to join a call with Ryan and Tyga to test them out, and we did, and like it immediately proved that these were going to be good bingo cards.
Yeah.
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
Fuck.
Oh my god.
So, ladies and gentlemen,
Wait.
our winner at the end of today's game is Alchemy King. Congratulations.
Oh,
What?
yeah, baby! That's what I've been waiting for. That's what it's all about. Woo!
That is
Oh
it for
my
today's
God.
game show. I am your host, Just Gamer. Remind
Hang
Send
on.
me this fucking doc. I
Hang
want
on.
to look at Dan. I
I
want to look at
so
Dan's
badly
thing.
We'll
want
take a
to
look at
make
these.
a
We'll
live
take a look
chat
at these
today.
after stream in a sec. I'm Just Gamer. I've been your host, reminding you that it's not about winning. It's about the
I
friends
knew
you
there
made.
was some second two-faced bullshit going on here. Gamer always has a ploy. I knew there was some sort of ploy.
It's not about
this game
winning.
would not be won legitimately.
It's not.
It's never about winning with you.
I'm Just Gamer, reminding you it's not about winning. It's about the friends you made along the way. Goodbye, everyone.
Bro, I think Tyga is
Oh
gonna
my
lose.
god.